Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Eureka Springs channel. We're coming to you live this afternoon from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And for those of you who have been following my channel, we've been growing leaps and bounds here the last month, and we appreciate all you people out there who are liking and following us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube or our Facebook, it's the Eureka Springs channel. And so we appreciate you watching us. I have today a special guest, and I don't think I've been so excited in a long time to introduce again on the show a wonderful musical theater group that's coming back to Eureka Springs, the Young Americans. And if you were up here in Eureka Springs last year, you were immersed into this wonderful, wonderful experience on stage, and they are back. And so I'm going to bring onto the screen Miss Christy Balthazar and Tanner, who are here to represent them this afternoon. Hi, Christy and Tanner.
Hi.
Well, y'all are like a breath of fresh air. Not that there's not enough things to do in Eureka, but this is completely different than anything that any of us have ever experienced here in Eureka Springs. Christy, tell us a little bit about what you have done there at Center Stage and your vision for your facility, please.
Yeah, it's just great. I'm as excited as you are, Melody, to have the Young Americans back. The Young Americans are the reason that I have made the investment in Center Stage to provide a small stage where we can put down roots for dinner theater to go on in Eureka Springs for a long, long time. And so they're the perfect performance group to do that with. And I'm just delighted to have them back here.
Well, I last year when I came out, I had no idea what I was going to experience. I mean, I heard the Young Americans. I was like, well, it's a little bitty group of kids, that are going to be on stage, and it's going to be cute, right? Oh my God. So I show up, and it's like full on musical theater, like Broadway production quality. And the amount of talent that I saw on stage it just blew my mind. Blew my mind. And Tanner, now I know you were here last year as a part of the group. Tell me a little bit about what is it like, first of all, to be a part of this large group of young, wonderful talent?
It's a pretty crazy experience, no matter where you are, what you're doing with the organization, because, there's so much history. We started back in 1962. We were originally a choral group, and it's evolved through the years. And, not just the students that are there today, but all the students that have gone through. Most of us have gone to multiple different countries with the organization. We've gotten to teach a multitude of children something that we're really passionate about. And we get to, of course, share the art that we love all the time. So,
well, okay, so traveling and doing this must be like the best experience and doing this. But now, last year, your inaugural year in Eureka Springs. Now, let's talk about that experience, because most people that roll into town who've never discovered Eureka Springs, what was your first impression when you rolled into town?
We went to a comedy show a couple weekends ago, and I think she put it the best way is, I'm from Nebraska, and, I've never been to Arkansas and just never really thought about it. So I didn't know what to expect. And I was so surprised by how gorgeous it is down here. And, the hospitality of the people, especially Eureka Springs, is just such a unique spot in the world that I just fell right in love with it.
So what did the comedian have to say about it? How'd she describe it?
Yeah, she said, she was the one who said, I never thought about Arkansas. I didn't know what to think. And gorgeous.
Yep. Didn't know what to think. Yeah, there are people that leave here and still don't know what to think. We've got so many wonderful little nicknames here for Eureka Springs, Little Switzerland. What are some of the other ones, Christy? I guess one of my favorite is America's largest open air asylum. Because there's everything here, and then there's also the one where the misfits fit. I mean, there is really something for everyone, every walk of life, every thought process. And as a young person, I mean, coming to a town that is as diverse as ours is, was there any trepidation amongst all the group there? Did you walk in thinking, I don't know, are we going to fit in here? Did you have any doubts at all coming to Arkansas?
I think there were some of us that were like, there can be a little fear in the South as artists and, a diverse group of people coming down here. But we were all so surprised by how welcoming and loving this community is, truly. We've received so much love and support down here that any fear that there was coming down, it just went right out the window the moment we talked to the first person we saw down here.
Well, I think it speaks for itself. This year we have 6 members from last year's group returning, and several of them have indicated the reason why they took the contract again was to get to come back to Eureka Springs. They are so excited to be back in this community that includes everyone.
Yeah.
So I think it's the inclusion factor
Sure.
that really speaks well for us.
Absolutely. Well, I think you guys fell in love with Eureka Springs, and Eureka Springs equally fell in love with all of you. Just such a wonderful talent. Now, I know this last year, your theme for the show was called A Place Called Home, which was very dear to the heart. I think it was a wonderful theme to introduce to Eureka Springs. Because hopefully we were hoping that y'all would feel at home, and I think we achieved that. And you guys certainly made us feel like we were a part of your family as well, the Young American family. And this year, tell us a little bit about what we can expect on stage this year, guys.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, the group was founded in 1962 as a choral group. So that makes this year our 60th anniversary. So the entire dinner theater show is just all sounds of the 60s. We've got pop, rock, folk music. We got a whole British Invasion medley. We have 60s Broadway. Every genre of 60s music is there.
I also think it represents some of the movements that were taking place in the 60s too. You'll see some performances that definitely will bring back some memories for a lot of us in regards to some of the movement that was taking place in our culture in the 60s. But the music's phenomenal. And I think the band that we have, the live band, is what brings the music to life as well.
Certainly so. And it is a live band. Here's a clip, guys, for you to enjoy. Hopefully you can hear a little of this. Here's a clip from a couple of folks giving a little bit of tunes out. Okay, so first of all,
She muted herself.
We can't really hear you. I think he might have muted.
I grabbed my mic and I unplugged myself. So sorry about that. It's Eureka Springs unplugged. So the first thing I'm noticing about this is the fact that you've got these wonderful costumes, reminiscent of the Beatles. They're fabulous. Just love them. Here's another picture of some folks going dancing. I love the fact that it's also dancing.
Yeah.
Choreography. It's full on musical theater. Truly is. Look at these costumes, guys. This one, I love this one. This outfit is awesome. And she's into it, isn't she?
Yes.
So what's your favorite songs of the 60s, Tanner?
Well, like I said earlier, I'm from Nebraska, so I love a good classic country. One of my favorites is Roger Miller.
Okay.
He has a lot of good music. But I love almost any 60s. Beatles are also a good classic. Truly any rock, pop, country, Broadway too.
Yeah.
All of it. I love it.
Here's another clip from, I don't know if, Tanner, are you a part of this group right here?
No, I'm not. That looks like Elliot right there.
All right. So I love it. There is so much going on stage. That was another thing that really threw me in a shock value, because I was entertained from stage left to stage right during the entirety of the show. I could have focused last year on just one end of the stage and been fully entertained all night, because every person was truly giving it their all. There was not one person on stage who was not animated the full time during the show, which was just thrilling to me.
Yeah, and I think, in our first season, there were times when this theater group was not performing for a full house or even close to a full house. But you would not have known that based on their enthusiasm and energy on the stage. So it doesn't matter whether there's 2 people, 10 people, or 200 people. They give it their all. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and they're entertaining even as you show up. So let's talk about that a little bit, Christy, because I know that people you do have a dinner theater option for people that are wanting to come and have a meal there at Center Stage. Talk to folks a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Yes, so really everything is designed around the dinner theater, about really letting people meet the cast, get to know the cast a little bit as they enjoy a cocktail or a refreshment. And then that same cast that welcomes them also helps seat them in the dining room. They serve their dinner to them and things. And so they just get the opportunity to really get up close and personal with the performers. Mm-hmm. And that makes the show that much more fun then when you're seeing that person that you've just spent the last hour and a half with up on stage, and they are showcasing their talent for you. It's incredible.
It is true. It really is an incredible experience. And they're singing table to table as well as serving mm-hmm. you. It really is a lot of fun. But folks they have the option of doing the dinner and the show, or they can do the show only if they'd like to dine somewhere else in town.
Yeah, that's correct. Our dinner theater is on both Friday and Saturday night. So every weekend starting September 9th, running through October 29th. So I really recommend you buy your tickets in advance. Within the ticket, you'll find the menu that's going to be provided, the dinner that's mm-hmm. On the menu for that evening. So you can kind of choose based on what your palate desires a little bit, but we're not a full service restaurant. So we do come out with one dinner menu, and that's what we serve for that evening. They also have the opportunity, if they want to eat at one of their favorite restaurants in Eureka Springs, they're still welcome to buy a show only ticket for $35, and they can come and join us at 7:30 for the show and enjoy the entire show. So we try and provide options. We'd love for both the dinner theater portion of the evening as well as the show to sell out for these kids, because it's such a great value and such a good time for all ages.
It is. It is. It really is.
Yeah. We also have the show only. We have a soiree performance on Thursday evening at 7:30. And then we also have a Sunday matinee at 2:30. So if you're just in town for the weekend, those are a couple of great opportunities, potentially, if you've got other plans for Saturday and Sunday, to still catch the show while you're in town.
I just love all that you are doing out there at Center Stage, Christy. This is just phenomenal. I know we want the young Americans to come back year after year. Hopefully the local support will come through again and make sure that this show has a standing place here in Eureka Springs. Tanner, I just want to thank you for all the love and the energy and the dedication. It is a tremendous amount of dedication. I know you guys are working toward your larger part of your careers, and this is a stepping stone into that world. But it does take a huge amount of dedication from each and every one of you as individuals there as part of the group. And I just want to thank you all for giving us the best of who you are here in Eureka Springs. We are thrilled and excited. And here is the website for you guys that are listening and you'd like to go ahead and purchase your tickets. You can go to eventbrite.com and do a search for the Young Americans. And there you will find the Young Americans ticket location. You can buy dinner ticket and show or show only. And give us those dates when they will be. They're starting out. Their opening night, Christy, is what day?
Is Friday, September 9th. So we open the show on Friday, and it runs through October 29th, which is a Saturday night. So every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the balance of September and all of October.
Fantastic.
I also want to invite the community. We are having a welcome back event for the Young Americans at the Crescent Hotel. The Crescent Hotel team has been phenomenal in helping support the show. And so they are having an event next Wednesday to raise funds for the Diversity Scholarship Program that the Young Americans provides for those that need a little bit of assistance in order to participate in the Young American program. And they want to reach more people, more young people that have talent and skill and desire, but maybe just need a little bit of help in funding the program. And so
that's awesome.
Feel free to go on the Crescent's website and buy your dinner ticket for that, because that will actually be the first performance. You'll get a sneak peek and get an opportunity to meet the cast for this year. And we also get to thank and show our appreciation for Tanner and the rest of the promotional team that's been here since July to help promote the show.
Wonderful.
You can actually check out, we have a couple events before we open on September 9th throughout the week, and then there will be more promotional events with the full cast. You can check us out on YA Eureka on Instagram or Facebook. We have all our events there. So
YA Eureka.
Come see us around. Come see us at the theater.
Yes. All right. Tanner, thank you again. Christy, thank you for having this vision. You're a phenomenal whirlwind into yourself here in Eureka Springs and Center Stage, and what you are accomplishing out there at your facility is no short of just amazing. Thank you for having the vision for Eureka Springs and making this all possible. We thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. We're going to head out and go. Now, if you're watching this segment on replay, be sure and make a comment below, because we are still actively promoting. We are doing a giveaway. So if you make a comment below, we will enter you into a drawing, which will be, oops, hang on. Wrong thing. Hang on. Hang on. I'm out of whack. Okay, so anyway, we're giving away a $25 gift certificate at the end of this month to someone lucky winner who has made a comment in any of our broadcasts. So be sure and make a comment below and we'll enter you into the drawing. All right, guys. We will see you on stage shortly. God bless you all. Thank you again. And you guys have a wonderful weekend coming up.
Thanks, Melody.
All right. Bye, guys. The Young Americans Center Stage here in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Be sure and join us at some of the productions and live shows. Thank you again for watching us, and we will see you again next time here on the Eureka Springs channel. Bye-bye, guys, now.